This is Jana, and I am with Alderwood Mall Ranch. We're a suburban farm with some backyard chickens. Today I'm going to show you our dog run that we've converted into a chicken coop and chicken run area. So we used to keep them out in this area over here, but two of them got eaten. So now we just leave them in this smaller area here. And around the side, we used chicken wire so the chickens couldn't get out. Sparrows still get in, but we don't get any other larger animals. And then since there's a pretty big gap around the door, Daniel used some wire and some 2x4s or 1x4s to block off that area, and some finer mesh in this here as well. It's the higher version of the latch right here, and then it only opens out now. So here we have everybody. So we have 6 chicks right now and 1 chicken. We're gonna give 2 of them away to a friend once they get big enough. And the really cool thing about this structure is Daniel did a 2x4 structure that goes across the top. And this is what we suspend the bird netting over, because we do have eagles in our area that could swoop in, and this would hopefully at least deter them. And we also suspend the food and water from straps. The ratchet straps are so that we can lower it easily enough without having to lift it, but then it also lifts off like this if I need to go refill. So that's easy to refill. Something for the feed is very similar, except we use paracord. And we found this piece of metal just on the side of the road, and then it's a perfect little hat to keep the feed from getting wet. We had been using the larger feeders to be suspended because that's the laying chicken feed, but it keeps on breaking the paracord, and so once we're done with the chick feed, we'll convert it back to this little plastic one. That way if it gets wet, we don't ruin all the feed. It's not too bad. So we keep some of the items over here. I had just refilled their chick grits, so they're a little excited about that. And it's just in a bowl, because it's not a big deal if it gets scratched out. Hello. I just put some little things around their feet so I can start naming them, but I'm gonna have to change those pretty quick, because once they get bigger, those anklets will be a little too tight, and I don't want to hurt their little legs. They really like this water hydrator, and so this one came with the little nipples, which the chickens really like, and also these little cups here, so they have a choice. And so that's easy to fill, holds a lot of water, and these ratchet straps are nice and strong. They don't go in nails, they go around the 2x4, so that's a lot sturdier. They have a couple little ladders. This is the old one that was here, and it's just tied up with some paracord. And then Daniel made this ladder, and this is basically just a 2x4 with smaller slats that have been screwed in, and then this just leans up here. Looks like the chickens are using the water hydrator right now, so you can see they really like it. Hopefully they're teaching Starfish, the larger chicken, how to use it. The really cool part is that Daniel designed this coop from scratch. I'm going to do a longer video at some point and have him explain how he did it. But basically it's reverse framed, so it looks a little funky on the outside, but on the inside there's no ledges for things to get stuck on. And there was the door here that we close at night. It keeps them there. So it's nice and secure. We do have raccoons in our area, and so that's how they mostly get in and out. And then it stays to the side, and that way it gets a little less wet because we're in the P&W. And this is the door we use to get their eggs in and out. And so this is a really simple nesting box, plastic, and has a little ledge, and then if they break an egg, it's pretty easy to take out and remove, and it slopes backwards. The greatest part about all of this is how easy it is to clean out. So there's that smaller door cut in, but there's a really big, the whole thing slides down. These have gotten a little stuck with the weather. So this whole thing slides down. Oh, it got stuck on my feed right here. There we go. So this is really easy to take a hoe, and then I put a bucket down there and I just slide it straight in. And a lot of times I'll put diatomaceous earth on the bottom to help soak it up. And the roof is really nice and tight. Around the top edges here we have some hardwire cloth. So that's nice and safe, but it gives them the ventilation. We have a really simple 2x2 and these notches here for them to roost on. And it just slides right out, and since it's just fence boards, I can rinse out the whole thing and kind of groove this out, and it will drain. Hi there. Do you like your spot? Such a cutie. Yeah. And there's only one nesting box, but this can be used for up to 5. Sometimes if one of them is in there, they take turns, and sometimes one will nest over in the corner over there. All right, well, I'm gonna close this up. Oh, hi, sweeties. Don't get too scared. Well, we'll just leave that open, and I'll close that in a bit. But the whole thing just hinges right up. All right, well, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll try and answer them, and maybe do another video a little more detailed about the plans for the coop. And have a good day. Bye.